What specifically encouraged me to come on BGP in Cranfield was that I'd had very, very positive feedback from people who'd been on the course before or who'd undertaken courses at Cranfield. So having researched the options, it seemed like it was the best option in the marketplace.
It was so insightful to how it could potentially help me if I came onto the course. Not just me, but I think my staff and I think the company as a whole.
When you go to school, you sit down, you're 5 years old, teacher comes in, the first thing they don't say to you is, "Now then, Michael, what do you want to know?" In other words, you don't know what there is to know sometimes.
The business is at a crossroads. We're about to do a huge growth spurt, and it seemed like the right moment.
It came at the right time because my dad's looking to retire, so we was at a crossroads with the business, so there was succession planning. It's really good actually, because I came on one of the open days, spoke to Mary Ellen, and she said, unless your dad comes along, I'm not going to even let you on the course. So I've dragged him along. He started off the first day completely cynical. Within a couple of hours, he was in love with it.
There are already certain things you've picked up on some of the talks and seminars and working groups that you have already infiltrated into the business. So I've been surprised that there have been certain things that have immediately benefited the business, such as renewed focus on some of our sales and marketing process or other management processes which we can implement immediately.
I think things like putting in place key performance indicators, I think was absolutely key, and it's ludicrous that we didn't actually have those in place, and you just wonder how the organisation ever survived without those.
It also teaches you the biggest single lesson I think you can take away is, you know, you may have a slight problem in one area, it teaches you how to look for the answers.
It's given me confidence that quite a lot of the things that we're doing in the company are working, and huge guidelines in how to make it better.
The impact's been from day one, because you just look at your business in a completely new light. Sometimes you sit there thinking, I know this, it's obvious, but until somebody tells you it, you don't realise, and when you apply it to your business, then you see results really, really quickly.
I think people have to think about it, but I think for the right sort of person, the right sort of business at the right time, it's a great course to go on.
It's an overview of lots and lots of different subjects, some of which you'll be very familiar with, and some of the ones you won't be. And it's the ones that you aren't is why you're here. And over the course, it's got more and more interesting and fascinating, and we're already putting into action certain kind of points which we've learned.
The one thing that we as owner managers never have is the ability to talk to other people in a free environment where you can be totally honest about your company and its problems without it reflecting on you or the business environment.
The lecturers, A, they're experienced, B, they're human beings, they put the subjects over in an entertaining way so you learn them.
They need to pick their moment. I certainly have arrived at the right moment, and they will have to decide that for themselves, but if they come at the right moment, they will hugely improve their own company, and they will develop themselves in a way that they just will not imagine until they're on the course.
You get to meet other people, you realise it's not only you that has to deal with the day-to-day issues, the noise, as they call it.
It's a really, really great environment because you don't mind bearing all because you're in such like-minded company. I will keep in touch with a lot of people.